French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte were about to exit a plane in Asia this weekend as cameras caught her hands all over his face. Now, Macron told reporters the incident is being overblown by the media. They were fooling around and squabbling and joking around.
Welcome back to the channel where truth burns hotter than fire and the facts, they come with a fury. Today's story is unlike anything we've ever covered. This isn't a rumor, this isn't gossip, this is a battle, a global shockwave that's reverberating through the very foundations of power, politics and pop culture. Emmanuel Macron, the president of France himself, has unleashed a legal storm of unimaginable proportions. A staggering, eye-watering $900 million lawsuit against the American daytime talk show The View and its iconic panel of women with WHOOPI Goldberg in the direct crosshairs. Why? Because they made one claim, just one, that shook the French president to his core. That claim that his wife, Brigitte Macron, allegedly pushed his face and wanted to fight him.
I bet it's true. I mean, they have an odd relationship. She's 24 years older than him. Now, I like a younger guy, but, you know, especially if they can drive at night. But this is really a big difference. Although if it was the reverse and the man was 24 years old.
After this exchange, he offers her his hand and she doesn't take it. So the joking narrative is sweet. I mean, we won't ever know what's going on here, but I
can tell you why she won't take his hand.
Why?
Because she doesn't want to look like she can't come down the stairs.
Or that, but there's versions. But the thing is that Joy,
but we just got through saying how much older he is than she is.
Yes, you heard that right. A casual remark thrown into the hot swirl of live television chatter that has now sparked what may go down in history as the most explosive international lawsuit between a sitting world leader and a panel of talk show hosts. Macron's legal team moved swiftly. Papers were filed in both French and US courts, citing defamation of character, emotional distress, and the reckless endangerment of diplomatic credibility. The filing, obtained by inside sources close to this channel, claims that the broadcast was not only damaging, but calculated and malicious. According to the legal brief, the assertion that Madame Macron committed an act of domestic violence, regardless of tone or context, is not only false, it is deeply offensive, irresponsible, and must be held to account at the highest level. And it gets even more dramatic. Sources say that Emmanuel Macron was watching the segment live. Yes, live, sitting in the Élysée Palace, having a casual breakfast meeting when, boom, the words struck him like a bullet. "She pushed his face," said one host. Laughter, gasps, then a line from WHOOPI that, according to French officials, crossed a line from entertainment into insult. Let's be clear, this isn't just about a throwaway joke. This is about pride, honor, international respect. A head of state is now demanding retribution in the form of nearly $1 billion in damages, citing the permanent stain on both his personal and political image. Aides close to the French president say he was visibly shaken, and insiders report that Brigitte Macron herself burst into tears when she heard the segment. According to one official, she cried out, "They mock our marriage as if it were a game, as if I am violent. I have never raised a hand to him." WHOOPI Goldberg, known for her unapologetic style and fearless commentary, has so far refused to retract the statements. In fact, during a later episode, she doubled down, saying, "If you can't take a joke, don't be in politics." Those words, it appears, were the final straw. The French presidency took that clip, translated it into French, and submitted it as evidence in the lawsuit. The world is now watching. Legal experts say this could be unprecedented. A head of state suing a US television show? Over banter? But to Macron, this isn't banter. This is an assault on dignity, an attack on the sacred image of the French presidency. In his own handwritten statement to the court, he wrote, "I have fought wars of policy, but never a war for my honor. Now I must." This isn't just a lawsuit, it's a battle cry. The ripple effects are enormous. Already, diplomatic tensions are rising. French ambassadors have been instructed to monitor American media behavior closely, and French lawmakers are demanding that US networks show greater restraint in covering foreign leaders. Meanwhile, the Views team is reportedly scrambling. Legal advisors are calling emergency meetings. ABC executives are flying in specialists. One insider whispered, "They've never seen anything like this. The stakes are beyond high. This is no longer just a TV show. This is a geopolitical time bomb." Is this about ego, image, or something far deeper? A clash of cultures, of media freedom versus personal sanctity. The world must now decide. And you, the people, what do you think? Was Macron right to take a stand, or has this gone too far? Let us know in the comments below. Smash that like button if you want more truth. Subscribe if you're here for the real stories that no one else will dare to tell. And remember, this isn't just news. This is history unfolding before your eyes. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay hungry for truth, and never ever underestimate the power of a single sentence. This is the channel that says what they won't.